Have you ever wondered what invisible force pushes a tiny creature to face the impossible? What would you do if a predator enters your home and you know you cannot win? Would you run, or would you trust in something greater than yourself? Because what you are about to hear isn't just a story about animals. It is a story of faith. A story of instinct, or perhaps of something divine. The house was small, but it was full of life. It wasn't a luxury home. There were no big spaces, no expensive decorations. But it had something more important. It had warmth. It had peace. And it had a family. In one corner, where the sunlight would enter every morning like a quiet blessing, she lived. A cat. She wasn't big. She wasn't especially strong. There was nothing about her that made her stand out at first glance. But if you looked closer, there was something in the way she moved. Something in her eyes. A mix of constant awareness and unconditional love. Because she wasn't alone. Around her, small lives moved. 3 kittens. They had just begun to understand the world. Their eyes were still discovering light. Their paws still trembled when they walked. But they played as if nothing could touch them. As if the world was safe, as if danger didn't exist. And she watched them. Boys. It didn't matter if they were sleeping. It didn't matter if they were exploring. She was there, like a silent guardian. As if she knew that at any moment, everything could change. Because sometimes, calm isn't peace. It's just the silence before the test. Every morning, the routine was the same. The little ones would run clumsily across the floor. They chased each other. They hid in corners. They played with shadows as if they were invisible prey, and the mother just watched. But it wasn't a relaxed kind of watching. It was precise, calculated, as if every sound, every movement was being analyzed. Because deep inside, there's something all living beings feel, even if they can't explain it. A sensation. A warning. A quiet voice that says, "Be ready." And that day, that voice was louder than ever. The air felt different, heavier still, as if even the wind was holding its breath. The kittens kept playing, unaware of everything, unaware of the danger, unaware of what was coming. But she wasn't. She stopped. Slowly, she lifted her head. Her ears tightened. Her eyes locked onto a single point, the window. And in that moment, something inside her changed. There was no sound, no visible movement, but something wasn't right. Because there are things you don't see, but you feel, and when you're responsible for other lives, you can't ignore that. She stood up slowly, without making a sound. Every step measured. Every muscle ready. It wasn't fear. It was awareness. It was instinct. Or maybe it was something more. She moved closer to the window. The sunlight was still coming in. Everything looked the same. But outside, somewhere her eyes couldn't fully reach yet, there was a presence. One that didn't belong there. One that didn't bring peace. And in that instant, without knowing exactly why, her body reacted. She positioned herself between the window and her kittens, as if she already knew that what was coming could not be stopped, only faced. And it's strange, because sometimes in life, we don't get clear signs. There are no voices from the sky. No direct warnings. But there are moments when something inside us activates, something we can't explain, something that simply prepares us. Is it instinct? Or is it God speaking without words? Because what this cat was feeling was not random. It was the beginning of something. Something that would test everything. Her body, her mind, and something even deeper. Her ability to stay. When everything inside her would tell her to run, the little ones kept playing. One of them walked up to her, looking for warmth, looking for safety, and she looked down, gently touched it with her nose. A simple gesture, but full of meaning, as if she knew that this moment of calm was about to disappear. Because there are moments in life that seem normal, but in reality, they are the last seconds before everything changes, and this was one of them. The silence spoke. It wasn't a soft sound. It wasn't a slow warning. It was a sharp impact. Violent. Sudden. The window exploded. Glass burst into the air as if time had slowed down for a second, fragments suspended, light passing through them, and then chaos. The eagle entered, not like a visitor, not like a lost animal, came in as what it was, a predator. Its wings spread inside the house, filling a space that was never meant for something like this. The air changed instantly. The calm was gone. Peace no longer existed. The kittens froze. Their small bodies couldn't understand what they were seeing. Their eyes wide open, completely still, trying to process something that simply made no sense to them. But the danger was already there. The sound of the wings cutting through the air was overwhelming. Every movement lifted dust, shifted objects, distorted everything that seconds ago felt safe. The eagle observed. It didn't attack immediately. It turned its head slowly, analyzing, measuring, calculating. Because predators don't rush. They wait for the perfect moment. And in this moment, it had everything in its favor. A closed space. Small prey. No escape. The mother didn't move. Her body tightened even more, but she didn't step back. She didn't run. She didn't hesitate. She stayed. Because there are decisions in life that don't come from the mind. They come from something deeper. Something that doesn't negotiate. Something that simply acts. The kittens slowly began to move backward, uncoordinated, bumping into each other, searching for an exit that didn't exist. The eagle took a step, then another. Its claws opened, slowly, as if time itself was on its side. The distance was shrinking, and with every inch, the tension grew. The air became heavy, hard to breathe, as if the entire space was being compressed by a single presence. The house was no longer a home. It was a stage, a hunting ground, and in that space, there were only two kinds of beings, the one who hunts, and those trying to survive. The mother stepped forward, just one step, but it was enough to change everything, because now they were no longer just prey. Now there was resistance. Now there was a decision, and that decision would change everything. The eagle understood. That small step wasn't random. It wasn't fear. It was a challenge. And for the first time since it entered, it hesitated. Not because the cat was stronger. Not because it was a real physical threat. But because something didn't make sense. Prey doesn't move forward. Prey doesn't stand in the way. Prey runs. But she didn't. She stood her ground. Her body expanded, her back arched, her eyes locked, unblinking. She wasn't attacking. But she wasn't backing down either. It was an invisible line. A barrier. A warning. The eagle tilted its head. Analyzed again. Its eyes, sharp, cold, trained to measure distance, speed, weakness. But now, there was something new. Uncertainty. The kittens trembled behind her. One of them made a small sound, barely noticeable, but enough. The eagle reacted instantly. Its head snapped toward the sound. Target identified. And in that second, everything accelerated. Its wings spread violently. The air exploded around them. The attack had begun. But the cat had already moved. Not fast. Precise. She shifted just enough, blocking the angle, breaking the trajectory. She wasn't trying to win. She was trying to interrupt. And that changed everything. The eagle launched its first move. Direct. Accurate. Lethal. But it met resistance. Not strong resistance. Not dominant resistance. But unexpected. The cat didn't step back. Every attempt from the eagle to get closer was met with a minimal movement, perfectly placed. A step here, a turn there, an interception, as if she wasn't fighting to win, but to buy time. And in a situation like this, it was everything, because every second that passed, the kittens were still alive. The eagle began to lose control. This wasn't normal. This wasn't how it worked. Control was slipping. And when a predator loses control, it makes mistakes. The air inside the house turned chaotic. Wings hitting objects. The space closing in. The tension rising. And in the middle of it all, the cat was still there. Not backing down. Not giving up. Not looking back. Because there was no option. Because when you choose to stay, there is no way out. And this is where everything changes. Because it's not about strength. It's not about size. It's about decision. And very few beings are willing to make it. If you're feeling this tension right now, if you can picture this moment, if something inside you tells you this is more than just a story, then do one thing, like this video, because what comes next is not logic. It's not normal instinct. It's something that shouldn't happen, but it does. And then it happened. The mistake. Just one. But enough. The cat miscalculated a movement, not because she lacked instinct, not because she lacked courage, but because the body has limits. And the eagle saw it. In a fraction of a second, everything changed. The eagle adjusted its trajectory. Its wings tightened slightly. Its body dropped. And its claws. This time, there was no interruption. No block. No margin. The impact was inevitable. The cat was hit. Not completely, but enough. Her body rolled across the floor. The sound was sharp, heavy, and for the first time, the space was open. The line was gone. The kittens were exposed. The eagle lifted its head, recalculated, refocused. Everything was in place. It moved forward, slow, certain. No interruptions. No hesitation. Because now, there was no resistance. The cat tried to stand. Her legs trembled. Her body didn't respond the same way. The impact had done damage. Not visible, but real. And that's the worst kind of damage. The kind you can't see, but that stops you. The kittens moved back in panic, bumping into each other, searching for corners, searching for something that wasn't there. The eagle was seconds away. Just seconds. And in that moment, everything felt over. There was no strategy, no space, no time. Only one inevitable reality. Defeat. And this is where most break. This is where the body gives up. Where the mind shuts down. Where fear wins. Because it makes sense. Because it's natural. Because it's human to give up when everything is lost. The cat was on the ground, breathing heavily, watching, calculating. But this time, there was no clear solution. And so, she didn't close her eyes. She didn't look away. She didn't give up. Because there is something that only appears in the worst moment. When everything is against you. When nothing is left. When there is no way out. Something that doesn't depend on strength. Or size. Or logic. Something you don't train. You don't learn. You can't explain. It just appears. And it changes everything. Is it instinct? Or is it faith? Because what was about to happen made no sense. And then, when everything seemed lost, something impossible happened. The eagle moved in for the final strike. No hesitation. No interruptions. This was the end. The finish. But in that moment, the cat moved. Not like before. Not carefully. Not calculating. She moved without thinking. She got up with whatever she had left, ignoring the pain, ignoring the impact, ignoring the fear. And she jumped, but not toward the body, not toward the wings. She jumped straight to the face. A move that doesn't exist in survival logic. A move that doesn't defend. It disrupts. The eagle didn't expect it. It wasn't in its calculation. It wasn't in its world. The contact was instant, direct, precise. The cat's claws weren't trying to overpower. They were trying to blind, to interrupt, to disorient. And for 1 second, everything stopped. 1 second. But in moments like this, 1 second is everything. The eagle lost control. Its wings spread without direction. Its body shifted. Its vision broke. And that was the moment, not of strength, not of dominance, of opportunity. The cat fell to the ground again. But she didn't step back. She didn't run. She stayed. Because she had already done the most important thing. She broke the pattern. She changed the outcome. The eagle stepped back. 1 step, then another. Confusion. Disorder. Something wasn't working. Something didn't make sense. This wasn't expected behavior. This wasn't prey. This was something else. And when a predator hesitates, it loses its advantage. The eagle opened its wings, but this time, not to attack, to leave. One strong push of air, then another, and within seconds, it disappeared through the same window it came in. Silence returned, but it wasn't the same. It was heavier, deeper. The cat lay on the ground, breathing, exhausted, but aware. Her eyes slowly moved, searching, and behind her, the kittens, alive, untouched, shaking, but alive. And in that moment, everything made sense. It wasn't luck. It wasn't random. It was a decision. That moment, when someone chooses not to give up, even when everything says they should, and that not everyone has. The house fell silent, but it wasn't the same silence as before. It wasn't calm. It was after the chaos, after the fear, after being seconds away from losing everything. The air still felt heavy. Dust particles floated slowly, as if time itself hadn't fully moved on. The broken window let the wind in, a constant reminder of what had just happened. The cat was still on the ground. Her breathing was slow, deep, uneven. Every breath seemed difficult, every movement painful. But she was still there, present, aware, alive. And then she moved, not with strength, not with speed, but with intention. She lifted her head. Her eyes searched again and found them, all three, together, shaking, afraid, but alive. And in that moment, something stopped. Not time, not the world, but something inside, something deep. Because there are moments when you don't need words, you don't need to understand, you just feel. The cat slowly stood up. Her body wasn't okay, but she moved forward, step by step, until she reached them. She surrounded them, got closer, touched them, and then responded. They moved toward her as if nothing else existed, as if that was the only safe place in the entire world. And maybe to us, because safety isn't always a place. From us, it's a decision. Seconds passed. The chaos was gone, but the mark remained. The house had changed. The atmosphere had changed. And they had changed too. Because after facing something like that, you don't go back to who you were, ever. And this is where the story stops being just a story. Because it's not about a cat. It's not about an eagle. It's about something deeper. It's about that moment when everything is against you, when you have no advantage, when you can't win. And so, you choose to stay. You choose to fight. You choose not to give up. Where does that come from? Is it instinct? Is it love? Or is it God placing something inside you that you didn't even know you had? Because there are forces you cannot see, but they appear exactly when you need them most. Forces that don't follow logic, that don't respond to fear, that don't depend on size, but on something far greater, something that activates when everything seems lost. Maybe that's what happened here. Maybe it wasn't just a cat protecting her kittens. Maybe it was something more. Maybe it was a reminder that even in the darkest moments, when everything seems over, there is still a chance. There is still a decision. Sometimes that decision changes everything. So now I ask you, if you were in that moment, if everything depended on you, if there was no way out, would you run? Or would you stay? If this story made you feel something, comment courage and subscribe. Because some stories aren't just heard, they are felt.